Some of you may have noticed I've been posting more about what you might call political stuff online. I kind of wanted to say something about that. I guess normally I keep my mouth shut about political issues. Not that I don't have an opinion, but because most of the time it's completely useless to argue about political issues on social media. And generally I like to promote positivity and not negativity, love and peace and all that good stuff. But I've been posting about the most recent issues because I think that there comes a point when, as some people are saying, silence is violence. There's definitely a good time to keep your mouth shut about things, but then there's a point where if you don't say something, then you're just part of the problem. I completely support, 100% support good cops who are in it for the right reasons and truly believe in protecting and serving the communities that they work in. However, there's also a lot of people who are so-called police officers who are just a bunch of, pardon my French, but asshole man babies on a power trip. And those people should never be cops in the first place. And our entire police and law enforcement community leadership needs to do a better job of vetting and weeding out those bad apples. Things like what happened to George Floyd, and even other stories that have happened since then, like the incident in Buffalo with the elderly white man. I know police officers are human, but they're supposed to be trained well enough that that kind of thing should not happen. Absolutely, the racial component of this conflict needs to be resolved. There's no excuse for it to be 2020 and we still have problems with this. Yes, all lives matter, but all lives don't matter until Black lives matter. That's just the sad reality of it. But even beyond that, there's also a non-racial component, because I've heard of things like this happening to people of all color, including white people, and people with disabilities, and all sorts of things. So it's not just a racial thing, it's also just a problem overall with the kinds of people that we allow to be law enforcement officers. I also want to say I completely support the people who are out there protesting, the peaceful protesting. I do not support unprovoked violence and unprovoked destruction of property and livelihoods of people who not only aren't the ones who oppress you, but may actually be on your side to begin with. At the end of the day, we just need to learn to love each other. We're all human beings, and we're all more alike than we are different. So if you see a cop doing his job right and being a good human being, thank him, or her, of course, and give him a hug if you can. Tell him that you're with him. And if you see someone protesting and they're doing it peacefully and doing it the right way, then do the same to them. Hope everyone stays safe out there, and we'll get through this. Peace. Love you all.